Okay, for this is now attempt number 3 at broadcasting Dragon Age Inquisition. But I might just be talking to myself because for some reason we're not having any luck connecting to the to YouTube. Although we might be okay now. I think it finally synced up. Yeah, I don't know what the hell the problem was. So anyway, you guys missed me walking through the fire as my controller just decided to make me walk without me pressing any buttons. So, okay, anyway. I did all my little upgrades to gear and sold all the junk that I was carrying, got rid of any excess stuff. And I sent some things on the war table in motion. Sounded like I sneezed. I didn't have a chance to get on earlier today like I had hoped, but okay, let me answer a message real quick regarding something for my son. Alright, do we have anything in motion over here? Or is it all in relay? All in relay. They're all finished. Well, first of all, hey, cool. My mother is currently in Graceland for work. So she's sending me all these pictures from Graceland. So she had a picture of Joan Jett, which is pretty awesome. So I'm a Joan Jett fan. Meanwhile, there's a cat who is currently trying to get into stuff that he's not supposed to get into. Yeah, I have a bag of some groceries, but they're like all boxed up stuff, and this little jerk decides he wants to try to get into it and knock it off the table. Alright, so anyway. Yes, and as I'm saying, with my mother still being in Graceland, that plays into any potential noises and stuff you may hear in the background. Definitely due to random animals making all kinds of noise. Alright, I'm sorry. I distracted. I got people just messaging me, and nothing all day, but until the second I start broadcasting, then I'm getting hit up left and right. Okay, investigate strange chalk markings. A spy's report. Posts set up along the Imperial Highway, ostensibly to guard trade routes and facilitate procuring supplies at for the Inquisition. Eyes on all approaches. Fourth night. A caravan carrying refugees makes camp nearby for protection. After midnight, a young woman on crutches makes small talk with patrol guard. After he passes, she crouches and makes the mark on a tent post. The woman pretends for half an hour to know nothing. When it becomes clear the ruse will not work, she kisses an Andrastian locket and says, "Glory to those across the seas." She dies. The locket was poison. So what this was about, the strange chalk markings, is that there's been people marking our caravans and some of our patrol routes. There have been routes. And so we've been trying to investigate what's that all about and who's doing it. So that it's still interesting. Hold on, I gotta answer another one. All right. Draw out the Red Templar Lieutenant. We have the name of the Red Templar Lieutenant who is dealing with the Maleficent and the Freemen, or with Maleficent and the Freemen, Carol. He is Freeman. His name is Carol. He is expected to be at the Lion's Pavilion 2 days from now. Do what is necessary to stop him, but for my sake, make it quick. I knew him once, a long time ago. Cullen. The Hunter Shade Draculisque. The creature has been cornered and saddled. The nippings were severe, but it waits for the Inquisition to claim it in the stables. Mind your fingers. So guess what? That can be a new mount. A mount that I will never use because I don't ever bother with them. It is what it is. Alright, so... everything else, I think... all these other missions. Okay, investigate Hunter Fell. This may be the only thing left that isn't costing power points to unlock, or that isn't straight up resources and coin gathering. Based on the revelation at Haven that Venatori operatives report to a darkspawn believed to be the Magister Corypheus, threat assessment of possible Venatori has been reprioritized as vital. Duke Thias Pentagast rules the Navarian city of Hunter Fell. A former military hero who prided himself on his open-minded attitude, Duke Thias rules with the help of a secret network of old adventuring companions, and possible lovers, as they are all rumored to be beautiful women. Information on the 5 bells of Hunter Fell is limited, but they are known to include humans from both Orlais and Ferelden, an elf, a dwarf, and even a Talvasoth. Known or suspected backgrounds range from respected mortalitasi or dragon hunter to bard, smuggler, or even apostate. We believe one of the 5 bells or Hunter Fell... I can't talk. We believe one of the 5 bells of Hunter Fell is a Venatori agent working to advance the agenda of Corypheus. Alright, so... 10 minutes, 12 minutes. Go ahead, take care of that, Liliana. So we're still working on the Emerald Graves. I don't want to leave there until we kind of finish it. Any regular mission thing that we can open? Crystals, resources, gather herbs, coin, resources. Okay. Well, could unlock this. Commander Cullen, our scouts confirm the Inquisitor's report. A large force of Grey Wardens has moved into the western approach. We need to establish a foothold out there immediately. Knight Captain Ryland. I wonder if you guys can hear my son giggling in the background. I don't know what he's doing game-wise. Speaking of which, if you don't know my son's channel, go look up The Shining Shard and subscribe to his channel. He's trying to get up to 100. That's his first goal. If he hits 100, he's going to eat a ghost pepper on video. So it'll be a torturous victory, but it'll be a victory nonetheless. Investigate the western approach. Commander Cullen. Our scouts confirm the Inquisitors report a large force of Grey. Where we just read that. Okay. I will accept. Would you like to gather your party and venture? No, not now. Just wanted to unlock it so we can go there whenever we want. What is that? Resources. Stop the vendatory activity. Wicked eyes and wicked hearts. An assassin is stalking the Empress. Celine's death would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving it an easy target for Corpheus. At the Winter Palace of Halam-Sharal, Celine is holding peace talks with her rebellious cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, under the guise of a grand ball. Every noble in the Empire will attend, making it the perfect place and time for Corpheus' assassin to strike. We can arrange an invitation to attend to keep him from destroying Orlais if we hurry. Recommended levels 12 to 15. So we could handle this. But first, we're just unlocking it. Oh, we're not unlocking it. We're diving right in. Well, I guess we'll go to the Emerald Graves eventually. Okay, well, since we're going there, Vivienne would be good to have with us. Cassandra would be good to have with us. And just to be an asshole, let's take Sarah. Okay. Got kind of look at the Druffalo. Got kind of caught off guard. Wasn't expecting to get jumped right into this. So right now I'm currently going over all kinds of details with my son's mom because he's 14.
The political situation in Halam-Sharal hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Oh, look at our fancy garb.
Inquisitor Trevelyan, it is an honor to meet you at last. Bringing the rebel mages into the ranks of your army was a brilliant move. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
Which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
If we keep watch, he may appear. Probably by the brandy. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepare to shock the assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord. They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Duke Gaspard. I look forward to ending this civil war.
As do I, my friend. The Empire needs stability and security, now more than ever. If you have the safety of the Orlesian people at heart, Inquisitor, perhaps you will look into something for me. This elven woman, Briara, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
That sounds like something I should look into.
Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that the Inquisitor?
It is.
Mage? No, there must be some mistake.
No mistake.
From the Circle of Ostwick, so they say.
Court approval. With few exceptions, nobles and mages don't mix. The court eyes you with suspicion. Fuck them. Alright, well, before I close that, so I was going to say, my son, the Shining Shard, is 14, and he's graduating 8th grade, going into high school next year, so I decided that for his 8th grade graduation gift, I'd get him a season pass to Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom, which for those aren't familiar to that, it's a big amusement park and water park, similar to like Great Adventure, but it's local to us. It's only like a half an hour from my house, if that. It might take 20 minutes and then 10 minutes to find a place to park. But I found a really good deal, so getting him a season pass only cost me about $20 a month for 6 months. So can't go wrong with that. So he can go with a friend. His friend will have to pay, for his own ticket, but it won't be too expensive. And they can go anytime they want. So, it's unlimited visits to an amusement park. So not a bad deal. He can go on as many roller coasters as he wants in a day, and until he pukes, and then he can come home. So pretty sweet. So anyway, but that's why I keep getting interrupted, because I'm talking to his grandmother and his mother and my brother and everybody who could possibly be involved in this. Like my niece, my brother's daughter, is the same age as my son, so she could go and stuff whenever she's around. So, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, that's just a little glimpse into my private life here of what's going on. So let's get into the fake life of Dragon Age. So everyone's bent out of shape pretty much that I'm a mage, and here I am wandering around amongst the nobility. I can't see him, but I can hear a cat nearby purring. It makes me nervous, because these cats are rambunctious.
Is that the Inquisitor?
It is. Hello.
The Maker has an odd sense of humor.
I'm right here, I'm literally standing right next to you. And you all realize I could kill you very easily, right? I could summon lightning and you'd all be dead. Just saying. Let's go talk to the random ass noblewoman. Just trying to get court approval.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Let's ignore her for now. There's a ring. We found Montbéliard's ring. Now we can return it to the noblewoman, or keep it to sell later. Speak with the noblewoman. Well, we could sell it, but no, that's not going to do us any good.
Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
I don't know, talk to my back. Because apparently my controller wanted me to turn around. I just gained court approval. It's usually the result of finesse. Entertaining people or keeping up appearances. The higher court approval is, the better.
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure. I cannot believe you found it. You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
Well, I can think of some things, but...
Where could it be?
Where could what be? I found it.
Where could it be?
Oh my lord, you're nuts. Alright, well apparently their memories are very short, or she lost it again.
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste?
I don't know, you can ask me directly. Or you can spit on the ground in front of me. That was pleasant. Oh, look at these people.
Why are there so many elves here?
The Empress invited them.
Yeah, be polite, you jerk. I have friends who are elves. Brought one of them with me. Ooh. Winter Palace. The Verciel Fountain. Emperor Judic Hale, I commissioned this massive fountain to commemorate House Valmont's historic victory against Xavier Dracon. The 4 lions represent Emperor Alphonse Valmont and his 3 younger brothers, Duke Isidore d'Arlesons, Duke Ivan of Savarin, and Duke Stefan of Valmontaigne, who took the field against the usurper. Excerpt from Architectural History of Orlais, Volume 1, by Elodie Farneau. All these French words and phrases and stuff that I'm supposed to try to pronounce. It's making me struggle. That and Elven words. Good God. It ain't easy. Anything you want to mumble under your breath about the Inquisition or elves? Anyone?
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will ruin us all.
You guys don't like Gaspard, huh? I'm not going to open the gate yet. There's people to talk to.
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste?
Funny, someone else just asked that. And they didn't ask me to my face either. What the hell was that? I need more Hala statuettes. Hala! So obviously that's nowhere I can go at the moment. Loud ass bird! Ooh. Hey look, Hala statuette. Remember when I just said I needed more of them? Hello?
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fade by Andraste?
Yes, it's true. Good God, you people. Okay. So clearly after I have 10 of these things. Alright, I'm going to punch everyone who's asking that question because, good God. Once again, all any of you people have to do is ask. This needs a storage key, so I can't go in either of these doors. Not yet. Up the door. Approach the talking nobles. Hello, talking nobles.
This is a private conversation. Please leave.
Well, you people are dickish. Loud ass bird. Alright, well. Find a safe spot to eavesdrop, huh?
Interesting.
What is? Over here? Find a safe spot. Just in other words, let them walk away and then
Any
listen
word
in.
from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Okay, was that it?
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
Okay. Very good. And I had to do that twice because, again, as I've complained about many times, my controller just likes to make me walk on its own. It's the old left analog stick, for some reason, constantly goes presses down on its own without me having to do anything. What did I just pick up? What did I get? What was that? The hell was that? I have to look at my YouTube feed to see if I can tell what the hell that was. Nope. No. Was it another statuette? Whatever it was there and gone rather quick. And that typeface was so small that I couldn't read it. Alright, well the only place we can go now is through the open gate.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer staring down Corypheus.
You're just full of joy and light this evening.
Everything will be fine. Andraste, watch over us all.
And we're back to the black screen. You gotta love it. You gotta talk to everybody just right, or they're all gonna poop their pampers and get bent out of shape. They're all gonna get all worked up. All right, so let's go on. But yeah, like I was saying a moment ago, you know, you gotta talk to everybody just right, and you don't want to insult anybody. But the old punk guy that's in me just wants to mess with everybody. But we'll play it nice. We'll try to be okay. No one wants to talk? No one wants to talk to me? No one? Hello, Cullen. What do you got to say?
It will take some time to get our men into the palace. I'll alert you when we're ready.
Okay, I'm glad I turned around on my own and... Alright, let's go talk to this random noble.
I heard the Grand Duke invited the Inquisition.
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace without war going on?
I heard that
I
it
don't
wasn't
know.
renovations at all. The palace was damaged by Gaspar's catapults.
He fired on the Winter Palace? That's monstrous.
I had hoped to tour the Royal Wing Gardens again.
I have heard they are the finest in the Empire. It's such a pity the wing is sealed.
You know, they're just not even paying attention to the fact that I'm standing right
I
here.
heard Celine was having the entire wing redecorated. But the timing is atrocious.
Why would she do such a thing now?
I don't know, but you know, if I'm standing right there and you're just gonna ignore me, that's pretty goddamn rude. I don't appreciate it. Anyone else over here wanting to talk? Ooh. Let's eavesdrop.
good to know.
What's good to know? We heard whispering. We didn't hear any details.
If nothing else, the Inquisition backing Gaspard would make Celine nervous. You know how pious she is.
It's the old playing the game, but I don't like any of these people, so...
Just gossip.
Oh, okay. So I'm not hearing anything important. Hello, Duke. Duke Gaspard.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan of the Ostwick Circle of Magi. Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the Mage Underground.
He is so full of it. That's not how it went.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena.
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed. Hero of Orlais. Right hand of the divine. Madame Vivienne, first enchanter of the Circle of Magi, enchanter of the Imperial Court, mistress of the Duke of Ghislaine. Her ladyship, my bulls each, of course. Sir Callum Stanton Rutherford of Honley, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall. Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court, veteran of the 5th Blight, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and left hand of the Divine. And Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antira City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Okay, is that it? We're all done with our introductions?
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
An assassin is here. Let's just tell her straight up. It's an honor.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Haram Shiral?
How do I find it? With a map.
I have no words to suffice. Halam Shiral has many beauties, and I couldn't do them justice.
Your modesty does you credit, and speaks well for the Inquisition. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Oh, I have to dance? That'll be great.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Tell me, Yvette, how are my men? Are they in good health? Do they want for anything? Meaning she's after you to do more work. I don't take her side. I happen to think, as she does, you might attend to more of the estate's duties. Also, do stop slouching.
Y'all should probably speak up, because I can't hear you.
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this him?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montillier.
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true? Rebel mages in Redcliffe were performing blood rites and orgies before you stopped them.
Where did you hear such nonsense?
Everyone in Antiva says so. Is it true?
Your story's a little more than wistful thinking, my lady.
Oh, how dull Redcliffe must have been then.
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
Oh yes, as she told you about when she was 10 and...
Yvette, stop.
Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
No.
She once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Yvette, that's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
Pages the engineer, what's going on? Jay plays GTA is having quite some time, apparently. Hold on 1 second to get an answer message.
Which power should the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit in ousting her. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say,
The engineer says, not that much, just taking a break from Neverwinter. Seeing you were live, figured I'd stop by. Well, I appreciate you stopping in and watching a little bit. I haven't played Neverwinter yet. I have it on my PlayStation, I think, but I haven't got a chance to dive into it. Maybe at some point.
Tell me about yourself, Lady Yvette. This is the first time I've encountered any of Josephine's family.
She would forget to mention the artists. I've been studying painting under Antiva's royal tutors. You should be proud, Josie. I'm going to be exhibiting my work next season in the city's biggest salon.
Have you actually sat down and finished the painting yet?
I must wait for my inspiration.
And I must wait for your tutor's bills.
Neverwinter is great and very active. So that's the only thing, is I'm not really big on MMOs unless I'm playing with like personal friends of mine, like the new Marvel. Well, it's not new, but it's new for PS4. The Marvel Heroes. Like I don't mind playing that because I jump on there with my brother and a couple friends of mine, and then we can run around. But other than that, I tend to be a loner whenever I'm playing games. So a lot of these MMOs, I know they're kind of a little, little too much for me to try to dive into, and you know, without having other people that I know involved. But my buddy Crust, who's jumped on here before and made comments, I know he plays it, and he was one of the guys who was suggesting I get it. So I don't know. He and I might romp around in that at some point. Okay.
Enjoying the ball?
I see many of. The dancing is so dull, your worship, but the Empress's gallery is magnificent.
Yvette.
Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Josephine.
Half Royal must be empty. So many of the Empire's finest are in attendance. They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention, but they don't quite know how to take advantage of it yet. This uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
Pages engineer, gotcha. Well, if you do, I'll look for you on there. Yeah, definitely. You know, if I'm on there, you'll be a familiar name, so certainly. Yeah, I mean, again, that's at some point I'll probably jump on there. I still have a backlog of games that I'm trying to get back into. I still need to finish this War of Ours. I still need to finish Shadow of Mordor. I got to try to do more with Fallout, but unfortunately that keeps crashing on me. So I'm trying to figure out which mod I have that's bugging my game and making it crash. Which, as you can imagine, is a huge pain in the ass when you're trying to do a live stream. So I got to be careful about tacking on another thing until I can get some other stuff finished up. But okay. Anyway, goodbye, Josephine's sister.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Another time. Another time indeed. Oh God, what? The minute I'm streaming, everybody's sending me messages. Good Lord. Nothing all day, and then all of a sudden, everybody's got questions. Let's go down this main hall.
The Inquisition fill its ranks with apostates.
You just know that will end badly.
I don't like you people. You all suck. But let's go to someone I do like, who's probably going to have something fun to say.
Crotchrot beats his squire. He's a she. As a bastard. Extra toes. What a fun, close marrying crowd.
Making any new friends?
Not likely. I'm watching them watch you. They're all glances and titters. Not sure if they're allowed to like you yet. Pathetic.
Any hidden treasures from friends of your little network?
You mean, do any of the servants ferrying tarts between these windy tits hate them enough to give up a stash or two? I'm not saying yes, but wait, yes I am. There's some good stuff hidden around. Keep an eye out.
Any thoughts on who we're investigating?
The Empress is pretty. It'd be fun to drink and kill stuff with Gaspard. Briada is friggin' funny. Elves, elves, elves. But it's really a pissing match with an old lover. Don't know the rest, but that explains a lot. They're all lying, but Celine's nice to look at. Good thing we're here to save her neck.
Back soon.
Not going anywhere.
Alright, any more? There we go. Oh, this is just a lot of jibber jabber. I don't have the time for right now. Alright, before we go out on the vestibule. What? What did I activate? Oh, that. There's at least a couple of doors I can probably wander out.
Is that him? Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the Fade by Andresti?
That's not even what they said. And it's locked from the other side. Alright, well I imagine that's going to be the case for the other one.
Not since his regiment joined the fight, Tilly.
Alright, let's go out of here.
Good. I was hoping I would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Brianna.
The Ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivian was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Well, that's some serious shit. Alright, before we go in there, okay, so the hell did we do? Okay, so I went into the grand ballroom and then I looped my way around into here. Like, not even in here because I haven't been here yet. Question the Elven
I
servants.
should look around.
First let's pick up the Caprice coin that I happen to be standing next to. So there's 14 more of them. I love the lighting in here. Makes everything look fancy. I don't know how to exactly describe it, but majestic maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the word is. Trying to read it if my character would hold still. The Art of the Winter Palace, Triumph of the Dragon Age. Commissioned by Empress Celine in honor of the Grey Warden actions at the Battle of Denerim, which ended the 5th Blight. Pegasus says, dope location. It is. It's one of the things where I know, like, Fallout, Mass Effect tends to be a lot of people's favorite series between this and the Dragon Age series. But as I've said, I think from like the first episode of this series, that fantasy settings are my favorite type of environment. So Dragon Age, I love Mass Effect, but Dragon Age is the one I really, really like. And the job that they did on all of these. I mean, this is just one room. Like, this is it's what's considered a set piece. And this is just one set piece. It's one small piece of a room, part of a room. And it's just magnificent. I mean, just the way that this whole thing is, the color saturation in here, the color pattern rather that they used, the gold and the royal blue and the lighting here to make everything, glow. It's awesome. And that's just this room. It's really impressive. Okay, so let's go to the servants' quarters. Well, we can't because we don't have the key. What are we doing? Hello, whispering elf.
Leave us.
Hey! Well, if you're going to be that way, I guess I'll just go to another area nearby and listen to you anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, apparently not over here, though. You guys can have your little conversation. I'm going to... There we go.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room. The one of the garden. Statuette.
Okay, thanks for that little minor detail. It is definitely appreciated. Don't worry about me. I'm just testing the door handle to make sure that it works. That's all I'm doing. Alright, so anyway, back in here. Hello.
From our contacts in the royal wing. No one's reported in.
Who said that? Who said that?
I don't like that Grand Duke. Nobody should own as many hunting dogs as he does.
Maker, if I have to clean up another puddle...
Interesting.
So this will be nothing.
Gossip.
Just people jibber jabbering. It's over here. Read the plaque. The Valmont Emperors. Emperor Judicale II, 870, 884 blessed. You might have believed then that he was 24 years old or 14 years old. I don't know how their years work. Obviously, that's not a 14-year-old.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
He should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Boring.
Sorry, trying to answer a question. Right. Wow, look at that. Another coin. Just happened to be standing next to it. Compendium of Orlesian Theater. A tent. King Draken turns his crown in his hands. Enter his trusted cousin, Captain Ashen. Captain Ashen. Hail, your majesty. The armies wait on you. King Draken. What of the enemy? Captain Ashen. The blighted ones mass on the hill in larger numbers than we've ever seen. King Draken. We are outmatched on the field. Captain Ashen. Andraste armed us with faith. King Draken. Our allies are a week from Cumberland. Captain Ashen. We are aided by the Maker's word. King Draken. I do not doubt. Captain Ashen. Yet your brow is vexed. Draken throws down his crown. King Draken says. Pride killed our prophet. Her sacred words are all we've left. If victory spurns us, who will carry them forward? Who will bear the chant of light? Captain answered, Cousin, the army awaits. Or, the army waits. Let's not get it wrong. King Draken, maker, for the soul fit to lead them. From The Sword of Draken, an examination of the life and history of the father of Orlais by Marquis Freyet. It's little wonder King Draken's life is one of the most popular tales in Orlais. After founding both Orlais and the Chantry, the charismatic young noble battled the Second Blight for the rest of his reign. Freyet's plays are notable for being the first to portray Orlais' founder as a man beset by doubts, as are we all, instead of an idealized cipher. A few Grand Clerics attempted to ban the play, saying it criticized the current state of the Chantry, but The Sword of Draken proved too popular among the masses and the nobility and remains a staple of Orlesian theater to this day. From a Compendium of Orlesian Theater, Volume 2, Classics of the Storm Age, by Magister Pellinar. I'm trying to read this from the TV that's on the other side of the room. It's making me feel like I need glasses. Hey, how's it going?
Well, well, the Inquisitor.
Yep.
Here as a guest of my nephew, no less.
Yep.
I'm curious.
Oh, he's your nephew?
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life, if not fight for his destiny?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
What can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Okay.
Another time, my lord.
You weren't exactly helpful, were you? Dog, you're pushing me to the edge of the couch that I'm trying to sit on, and you're killing my back. If I had a camera that people could see this ridiculousness, I have this dog that is about the size of my shoe. Alright, so she's a little bigger than that. She's a half Jack Russell Terrier, half pug. So there ain't much to her, but she's managing to squish down as much against me as she can and almost shove me off the couch. Ridiculous. Alright, so we need to get into... Hello.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspard's vitriol.
I can't imagine Gaspard being vitriolic. What's the matter?
The Grand Duke bears a grudge against the Council for refusing him the crown. He's threatened death if they refuse him again, collectively and individually, along with their vassals.
Yeah, now the dog's giving me dirty looks here because I took her spot. Court approval. You just lost court approval, which is usually the result of being too direct or blunt in your actions. If court approval falls too low, you'll be evicted from the ball. Ah, poop.
What backwater did you come from? Everyone knows that.
I ought to punch you in the mouth, dude. Of course, that's going to get me thrown out of here, but, you know. So I'd like to solve the issue.
Just gossip.
I didn't mean to do that.
I heard the Inquisition was here.
You're too gullible.
Then who am I? And notice that every now and then as you're walking through the hallway, you'll see like a little glowing orb kind of like flitter by. And sometimes I think it's like, oh, it's dust, but it doesn't really make sense for it to be dust. And it's almost like Oh, a little bit of magic is in the air. Like, this is just part of a sunbeam. But every now and then, I mean, maybe that's all it is. It's supposed to be particles from the, reflecting the sun. But every now and then, I'm in a weird area where there's no sunlight necessarily, and I'll see a little, and sometimes they're different colors, but you'll see a little dot flutter by. And since they were talking about magic, possibly bothering people, it just makes me wonder. Whispering elf.
You don't want to be here, stranger.
Oh, but I do. I also want to listen to what you have to say.
He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours.
You went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Briala we have a situation.
Well, now I know for certain that it's Briala that's involved here. At least that's what it's leading me to believe. Hello. Middle of purple area here. What's the purple zone all about?
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
Ah, man, I need to get a new controller. Hello, Imperial Guard.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
Please use the main entrance to the ballroom. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Let me guess, what we need to find is outside. Correct. Yes.
Well, well. What's this?
Alamshral investigation. Clues. Clara, kitchen staff, entered servant's wing by main stair, 1:30. Vernon, undergardener, entered servant's wing from hall, 2:45. Sophie, chambermaid, entered servant's wing from hall, 3:22. Marius, footman, entered servant's wing by main stair, 3:45. Briala, we need immediate support down there. Something's gone wrong. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Does anyone really think the war will end tonight?
No.
The Empress says.
No, things are just gonna get worse. You just watch.
My lord! My lord Inquisitor! May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
Okay, well, I can't do that.
I'm always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
I think they're lying.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, this is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor.
The support of the Empress is not conditional. It will be yours once the negotiations are concluded.
The Empress is the most skilled diplomat in Thedas. Gaspard is hopelessly out of his depth.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
Oh, masquerade is the right word for it. You lying little... I'll keep the word to myself. I don't trust them. How are you playing that with one hand? That's where the true magic is. Aha! Yeah. Saw me catching on to the fact that you were... Okay, you feel something. I don't remember this from the first time I played it. So she's speaking in Elvish? No. French? I would love to hang out and listen to the whole thing, but I can't. Something else, another detail about this game that I've said before, but I love the bards in this game. I love the songs that are written. Same thing with Skyrim. I love the songs they give the bards, but as much as the Skyrim ones are cool, I really, really like the songs here in Dragon Age. They're fantastic.
Did you need something?
Did I need something? Well, I just wanted to say hello, but, if you want to be a bit of a dick, then so be it. I'll find somewhere else to listen to you. Maybe.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With Gaspard and that elf woman here, the only one playing to win is Celine.
What have we here? Crap. I'll take it just to sell it. Well, maybe that's alright. I don't know. I can't tell if it's good or not. Need more hollow statuettes. What am I missing here?
Well, that's useful.
I'm supposed to gather 30 scandalous secrets. I haven't quite gotten that many. Oh yeah.
Where's that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Man, you people are assholes when it comes to elves. Nobody mind me. I'm just in the middle of a masquerade ball climbing the walls. Nothing unusual here. Exploring the off-limit spaces of the palace can yield rewards, but take care not to be gone too long. When you're absent from the party, people will notice, and your court approval will drop. Well, it's not good, is it?
need to get back before I'm missed.
Okay, well, we're just gonna... Alam investigation clues. Celine, we can discuss this like adults, can't we? We both know the weapon at Briala's disposal could not only turn the tide for our war, but every war. The Empire must control it. I do not believe you disagree. She is now a greater threat to Orlais than anything else. If you and I work together, we can wrest control away from her. Do not deceive yourself that she will be open to negotiation or diplomacy. You know her better than anyone. You know that's impossible. Gaspard. Ah. Well, see, Gaspard knows that Brielle is trouble. And he and Celine are working together. I'll just take the gold. The other things aren't anything I need. Alright, I'm starting to lose. Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm back. Hello. How are you? Everything cool? The Art of Winter Palace. The Lady of Regrets. For the wisest lady in all the land is the criers called. Come one and all to hear words like jewels, bright with meaning and grand purpose. When all had come and gathered near, the lady spoke. Beyond us is a field empty of rightness and wrong. There you may find me, my soul unarmored, and my shield shrouded by my tears for those who yet say, no regrets. Let sorrow water what's dear. Wisdom cannot grow in the barren sand. Okay. What am I picking up? Like, what is... Is it just that eavesdropping spot? Is that the only thing that keeps coming up there?
Are all the Delancey's here? Maker, I hope not.
Oh my god. More people trying to hit me up with booking inquiries, asking if I can hook their bands up or something with a show, and it's like, good god. Asking for shows that are like a couple weeks away. Alright, so what do I keep hitting? I'm not getting what I'm, Oh, it's up above me. Derp. Alright, so I gotta check that out. There's nothing else over here? Still, anything else to say?
Did you need something?
Yeah, information. Something you don't seem willing to give.
You only say that because you fancy the Empress's pet apostate. It sickens me to think of the chaos those Maleficarum are causing across the Empire.
Even you cannot deny that the Templars abandoned the faithful in their darkest hour. How can you condone that? They are the ones who should be brought to heel, if you ask me.
Okay, well.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
She should. She doesn't like people that are treacherous. Alright, let's hurry, come on. That's the Grand Library. We're gonna go investigate this thing here. That was a Hala statuette, which I needed. Alright. More scandalous secrets. Nothing there. What? What was that? What just moved? Oh. Boo, that sucks. But this... Alarm Shroll investigation. Clues. Lady M. I need you at my side tonight. The unpleasantness in the royal wing has convinced me there is no safety within the palace. Do not expect my cousin to employ magic, but I would hardly be surprised if he provoked another infestation. Since my court enchanter is not here to assist me, I must rely entirely upon you. There is no one else I can trust. Celine. Okay. Alright, there's nothing else. Let's get out of here. Let's do this quick. Old plaque, the arrow of time flies in only one direction. Its path lights our way forward.
I should get back to the ballroom.
Alright, let's go. Don't seem to have really impressed too many people.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds.
Leave us.
Lambar Valmont, the swaggering lion. Carved by Natalie Briol for Emperor Judah Cale the First to commemorate the Battle of Aisley. Ah, that's wonderful. I'm only really reading these just... not forgot the Betrayer.
That would be the second bell. Fashionably late now.
Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, I get it. Here I am. Back to the ballroom.
Well, well. What have we here?
Uh-oh.
The leader of the new Inquisition. Fabled herald of the faith.
Yay!
Delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
We may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
I hope so. I could use another ally here.
A sentiment I share, considering recent events.
Recent events?
Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet, if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
You left Celine alone. Is that wise?
I must return to her anon, but she is safe enough. For the moment. 'Twould be a great fool who strikes at her in public in front of all her court and the Imperial Guard.
Dun, 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 dun. That's all I can think whenever I hear Imperial Guard.
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive. What intentions the Imperium has here, I suspect you know far better than I.
If you truly want answers, Help me find them.
I already told you. I must return to protect the Empress. Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
Morgan, also a great character.
Where are Alban and Colette?
Who cares? Is that Marquis Etienne? He's fiendishly handsome.
Alright, so I gotta greet the Empress's ladies in waiting and speak with Briala.
I don't think the talks are going well.
The Empress will get us through this. Don't you worry.
That's what you think, Vivienne.
And here we are. You haven't embarrassed yourself as much as I feared. Well done, my dear.
I've always wondered, what's the Orlesian fascination with masks?
We all wear masks, my dear, not just the people in Orlais. Who you are as a son, a lover, a friend, is not the same man who speaks for Andraste and leads the Inquisition. Orlesians codify this truth, make it visible. By giving each of these selves its own separate face, they believe they can be their truest selves, unmasked.
Anything happening I should know?
Keep an eye out for Celine's pet apostate. I've no doubt she's involved in this.
It seems like you enjoy this, Vivienne.
This is the game, Inquisitor. Of course I enjoy it. If I didn't, I'd be dead by now.
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of Heralds. 6 of them are here tonight. The 7th member of the Council is indisposed. His absence will complicate the negotiations. The Council are the highest-ranking players of the game. They see everything. They might know something we can use.
Tell me, Vivienne, where do you want the crown to fall?
What I want is irrelevant, darling. Orlais requires stability, and that is best served by Empress Celine.
Be ready to act when I give the signal.
Always, my dear.
Oh, goddamn this dog. Now she's in my lap. Alright, let's see.
Laurent was the love of my life. You remember my husband? Poor darling. Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
I'd prefer to talk now.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again. You look radiant.
Marquis, it's been far too long. How's your family in Valchevin?
No complaints, my dear, no complaints. You must come to the chateau to see the girls. They will be overjoyed.
Oh, I've missed them very much. Little Sylvie must be 10 now, no?
11. And already up to my elbow. Oh, how they grow.
Perhaps I shall call on you soon.
Excellent. Now I must dance with the Dowager. It was lovely to see you, my dear.
Look at Lady Cambien's slippers. Trimmed with pearls. And emeralds. And those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambien's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambion acquire such a grand shoe, What has she done? Who has she bedded?
Ooh.
These are all useful questions, no?
Very good.
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps?
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Olay. Either Celine or Gaspard can give us that.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
I should go.
Okay.
Be on your guard.
I always am.
Alright, there's lots of other stuff that we need to find out here. What's up, Colin?
Inquisitor, did you need something?
I don't
The
know.
sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not yet. It would be easier if people would stop talking to me. Other people. Not you.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Gaspard's claim to the throne is fair. Orlais needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader seems the best option.
Do you have any advice?
Orlesian social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
We'll talk later.
I await your see.
Okay.
Why would the Empress invite that elf woman? The game, of course. Celine has something up her sleeve.
Hello, Lady Fleur.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We will be happy to assist you if we can.
Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
My investigations turned up something interesting. It concerns Ambassador Briala. Her people have infiltrated every part of the Winter Palace.
This is extremely alarming, Inquisitor.
She could be spying on our every word.
How exciting!
She killed ambassadors from both Celine and Gaspard and forged documents to both sides.
How despicable!
After the Empress extended her hospitality?
She's better at the game than we thought.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to be telling them this. I'm just kind of like, hey, I found out some stuff.
Perhaps you could tell me something then. We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget.
My Lord Inquisitor, allow me to present Lady Couteau.
And Lady Colombe.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
I'd like to know more about Empress Celine.
Her Majesty has held the throne since she was just 16 years old.
She is respected and beloved, not just in Orlais, but across Thedas.
She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
Well, I'm glad you gave me that detail. Thank you very much.
I'd like to know more about the negotiations. What can you tell me about the other parties involved in the talks?
Gaspard is a decorated general, much beloved by the Imperial Army, and a legend among chevaliers.
He is better suited to the battlefield than the throne, and he would gladly make his palace a war camp.
He's also fiendishly charming.
Lady Briala has great intentions to change the lives of the elves for the better.
Even if her plans could never work and would only provoke hate crimes against alienagers.
She is an idealist, but her lack of patience could prove disastrous.
It seems strange to hold peace talks during a ball.
The nobility must do things very differently in Austria.
By Orlesian tradition, moments of great solemnity are celebrated with revels and feasts.
While joyous occasions are given time for reflection and contemplation.
We must never forget that life is both bitter and sweet.
The ball is an opportunity to celebrate life and hope for the future, while we mourn those killed in the war.
What is the Empress trying to accomplish with the negotiations?
Peace is her only objective, Inquisitor.
Gaspard and Briala are driven by personal ambitions, but those desires threaten the safety of all Orlesians.
The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger crisis.
Good evening.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade.
Okay. Still don't trust the three of you, and I don't know why I just told you all this stuff. Oh, hello.
Inquisitor Trevelyan. Slumming even more than usual, I see. You haven't dazzled the court this evening, but at least you've avoided embarrassing yourself. Well done. What brings you to me?
The fact that you're a cold-hearted bitch.
I want to know more about the peace talks. What can you tell me about Celine and Gaspard?
Gaspard is a warmonger. He served in the war against Ferelden and fought a dozen skirmishes on the Navarran border. He's a simple man. Simple men aren't hard to manipulate. Celine is the voice of reason in the Empire. But reason is cautious. Reason looks for compromise. Reason doesn't choose radical change, however sorely it may be needed.
I had a question about you, Briala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. And so that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
What's your story? How is an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celine and I have history.
I'll
There
bet
was a
you
time
do.
when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celine than I. But if she died after inviting me here, The court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celine and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
Okay, that was it.
You might be interested in what I've found. It's about you, actually. You murdered negotiators and stole their documents.
In Orlesian politics, Inquisitor, murder and intrigue barely count as trying. If that shocked you, wait until Celine shows her hand.
I found the drop point, Briala. I know your people are hidden all over the palace.
Of course they are. I'd be a poor spy master if I didn't have spies, Inquisitor.
You might be interested in what I've found.
Let's drop some stuff on
Gaspard.
Gaspard.
He's been threatening the nobles on the Council of Heralds.
Typical. Gaspard's always been a bully, regardless of the Chevalier Code.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Once again, probably didn't need to tell her all that information, but I did it anyway. Because why not? Hello. I thought you were a decoration. I went running up towards this. I didn't realize it was a person. I thought it was like some kind of a decoration, like a weird shaped table with a trophy or something on it. And I turned around and it's a woman. Whoops. Okay, come on. There's got to be. Who's over here?
Doesn't look like the negotiations are going well.
Are you happy to see me at all, Josie?
Careful with that tree. Inquisitor.
Hello.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Into the servants' quarters, or the next thing I do.
He and Celine aren't getting anywhere, it's obvious.
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? If you're as delighted by the court as I am, there's a decanter of port around here.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
So you intend to out-negotiate your cousin?
It will take heroic effort on my part, Inquisitor, and a lot of brandy. The talks will take most of the evening. Make her willing, we will emerge triumphant.
Well. Let's talk politics. Oi.
I have a question about the peace talks. You didn't extend this invitation out of the goodness of your heart, Grand Duke.
As you might have guessed, I'm not the most political man. If the nobles believe the Inquisition supports me, it will help in negotiations. And I take joy in watching the scandalized expressions when they see us together.
What can you tell me about Celine and Brialla?
Brianna may be called ambassador, but she is purely a spy. She works towards some hidden agenda. Elves have no place in politics. Her presence here is suspicious. Celine is a skilled player in the game. She knows how to get her way with a few words and a smile. But the game is a farce. I will prove that a few hundred chevaliers are better than diplomacy.
What will be going on in these negotiations?
We will whittle one another down with words until we are bored into agreement. Celine will talk circles around us, that elf will glower and cast suspicion everywhere, and I will get very drunk. Somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
I get the distinct impression that you don't enjoy politics, Duke Gaspard.
He said that.
In Orlais, they call it the Great Game. They believe it is something you can play and win. But there are no winners. Like dogs playing wicked grace, it is a mockery of action. Give me a battlefield, Inquisitor. I will show you who the victors are. When I am Emperor, there will be changes. No more of this courtier's nonsense. The nobles may not like it, but after a few lose their heads, they'll fall in line.
Well, not pulling any punches, are you?
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about you, in fact. Want to tell me why you are threatening the members of the Council of Heralds?
The language of politics, Inquisitor. If you cannot bribe politicians, you threaten them into backing down. Most of the Council are Celine's lapdogs. There was little chance I could win their support any other way.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about Brialla. She's got people hidden among the servants all over the palace.
I suspected as much, but couldn't confirm it. She's a difficult adversary to predict. There's no telling what move she intends to make.
She's killed ambassadors and changed their documents.
You can prove this? Now that is interesting. What is she trying to accomplish? She bears closer watching than I thought.
She's got people hidden among the servants all over the palace.
I suspected as much, but couldn't confirm it. She's a difficult adversary to predict.
I didn't mean to hit that a second time.
She intends to make.
Okay, see ya.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
Yeah, I don't know if you are my friend. I don't know if I trust anybody. Or shall I say, I don't trust anybody. Alright, so...
I still remember the day they came to tell me that my second...
see if we can get to the
I'm so glad Maman did not want to
servants' quarters.
She always ruins everything.
If I can remember where the hell that was. Nothing here. How? How? Everything here off limits. Can't get out. Anything else to hear? Nope.
Good to know.
Wait. So every time I hit these, I'm getting So I've been ignoring them because he's only standing there every once in a while, and I realize they're giving up multiple secrets. Let's go upstairs. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Locked from the other side. Also locked from the other side.
You must admit, the work done in Cumberland is revolutionary.
I have yet to see the device, but the ambassadors will borrow its all or nothing else.
Oh, I wish I could remember where the hell the servants' quarters was. But I can't.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Yeah, I don't trust you guys. Come on, I can't listen in on them down here. Alright. We got a key to go in this way. Let's do it.
This could be worth checking out.
Clearly. Goddamn, dog. Making it impossible for me to be comfortable here. We're approaching 2 hours. Hour 45 minutes this video's been. I'll give it another 15 minutes or so, and then once we hit around 2 hours, I gotta shut this stream down. Gotta shut it down. Been doing this for a while. Uh-oh. Open the inventory menu to equip weapons and armor.
Caught in the middle of this crap. What fully qualified arsehole stops to kill a cook?
They always kill the servants first, my dear. Otherwise they could run and warn someone.
Oh sure, reasonable, innit? Friggin' garbage.
Okay, well, here we go. Clearly everybody's using... Wait, what was... Was this the one I was using? Yeah, sure it was. Oh, damn it. Totally did not mean to do that. Alright, let me put on my stuff first. And try to remember which one it was. I think this was mine. Alright, the heavy armor. Obviously that was... Oh. Well, this doesn't have any arms and legs on it yet. But that's definitely what I should put on her. So I guess I picked that up, huh? Okay, at least I don't have to worry about any of that. Alright, well, we're about to get in a big fight, obviously. Let's go examine the corpse.
Must be the elves Briala's people are looking for.
Whoever did this ought to be down here somewhere.
Diary of a nosy servant. Since I took that box up to the Grand Apartments, 9 people have subtly tried asking me where the vault is, including a couple of chevaliers, the 5th undergardener, and one of the Grand Duchess's footmen. I'm not mad enough to tell. And people in bed are dead. It's a lot of servants to suddenly just be dead. Was I just in here? I was. Alright, I know there's a way to climb up there and shimmy across. There was some weird trick. God damn it. I got it. Alright, now let's go kill some assholes. All the bodies. All of these dead people.
This was no servant. What was he doing here?
This man was a council of Herald's emissary. Curious to find him here.
Uh-oh.
The crest of the Chalon family. Duke Gaspard will answer for this.
Time to have a word with the Duke.
Forgot to put Vivienne's gear on. Uh-oh. Oh no, not this battle. Oh no. I can't give her a better... Oh, this sucks.
Tory agents!
Oh, shit. Maybe this isn't the awful one that I'm remembering, but I seem to recall the battle here being terrible. It may be coming up though. It may not be.
Venatori were watching this approach. They're organized.
Okay. Now let's give Vivienne her armor. Oh. What? Confused me for a second. Okay, I'll have to give her this one for now. Much better. Watch out, fools. I know going up there is the next part of this. Let's go around. Maybe not that way yet. Let's go this way first. That's just elf fruit. What's up, assholes? What's up, jerks? Get the hell out of here, pal. Well, that was loud. Yeah, I don't know what kind of court approval is gained or lost out here, but I got a feeling people would be rather happy to know that we're killing bad guys in their backyard. Been in here? I guess I haven't. Oh, that's better than the ones I've already got. I think staggering sucks, so I don't need that. I don't need that yet. We're hanging in there. Watch out, Cassandra, you're in my way. What? It said read. Didn't even give me a chance to read it. Lion overlays. I guess not really that important to know. God damn it, dog. Can I please share the couch? crying out loud. Meh. Oh, I can't read this right now. Kind of occupied, you know? It's just elf root. Well, that's interesting. Floating barrels and pots. Really like how I'm brilliantly using my I'm using my barrier after the fight's pretty much over. Feel free to pause your video and read this whenever you want, because it's way too much for us to sit through and read right here. A little help, please. This wing once served as a home away from home for members of House Valmont's 4 cadet branches, but it has fallen into disuse. It has fallen into disuse since Emperor Florian's reign. The late emperor would not allow relatives more distant than his siblings into the Winter Palace. For years, the entirety of the grand apartments was closed off. Excerpts from Architectural History of Orlais, Volume 1, by Elodie Ferneau. Okay. More hollow statues, damn it. We can't even get in there yet. Let's play kick the meat. Which way do we come in? Oh, that was it. Oh, you fucked up, pal.
Fancy meeting you here. Shouldn't you be dancing, Inquisitor? What will the nobility say?
Ambassador, we meet again.
Your reputation for getting results is well deserved. You cleaned this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Errol's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
He was dead when I arrived.
I expected as much. You may have arrived with the Grand Duke, but you don't seem to be doing his dirty work. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers, but killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Are you sure he's behind this? He was too easygoing for a man plotting treason.
Don't let his charm blind you. He's Orlesian. That smile is his mask. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
What do I have to give you in exchange for this army of spies?
A moment of consideration. I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought.
More
not wearing any
politics and
shoes.
double dealing. Is there anyone here who is not corrupt?
It's the game, my dear. Everyone plays it here.
Yes, hilarious. It's the game. Ha 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 ha. Good God. Another novel to read. Okay, I'm going to guess that all these marks, these little highlight spots here, like Oh, it opened. I didn't think I had enough. Alright. Let's pick up the elven locket.
An elven locket? Stored away in a palace safe. Unwise to leave.
So after all of this, it turns out that it is Gaspard. I honestly could not remember. Hello.
We'll hold the area.
Okay, appreciate that, thank you.
Head back to the ballroom. We'll handle this.
Okie dokie. So this is where the shit's gonna go down. So we confront Gaspard. This is going way past 2 hours. The longest video I've done so far, I think, for this. At this point, I don't think anybody else is watching this live. Right? I'm assuming at 1 in the morning on Eastern Standard Time, everyone else is passed out.
Leave us.
I should look around.
Might as well get another secret, right?
Fashionably late now.
Yeah, it's the second. Matt Crowley's here. What's going on, man? Oh, you're going on Twitch? Right on.
Is it my imagination? Or are there more Inquisition honor guards now than there were before? You're seeing things.
So I can't. That's it. No more secrets. Oh.
Where is that lazy elf? I sent him down to the cellar for more wine hours ago.
How am I suddenly finding these were none of this was popping up earlier. Suddenly they're all over the place.
Now I'm just plain late.
Inquisitor, are you enjoying the ball? This is your first presentation at court, is it not? I am Lady Marcelette, court historian to Her Imperial Majesty.
Are you here to chronicle the events of the evening for posterity?
Oh yes, this is a momentous occasion. The first meeting between the Grand Duke and Her Majesty since the war began. Even if, may God forbid, the talks should fail, it is an important moment in the history of the Empire.
What exactly does a court historian do?
I am responsible for the historical records of the court. I maintain our library and record all official proceedings.
Okay, enjoy the party.
Good evening, Lady Marcelette.
Another time, perhaps.
Yeah, because at this point I'm late to the ball. And
Did you
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panic?
Interesting.
what's interesting?
I told you this is closed. Use the main doors.
Ah, shut up.
I am not told until we get home. Fine by me.
Good to know.
Okay. Ah, it's a secret correspondence.
Forgive me that. I've seen the way he looks at you.
Man, I swear, I've gone through all these rooms and none of these clues are coming up before.
I had no idea.
Yes?
Another time, my lord.
Alright, we better get back to the ball. I just saw how low our approval rating is getting here.
Interesting.
I don't have time. We can always eavesdrop.
Did you see that knife-eared servant girl in the kitchen? The ginger.
Keep talking. I am starting to believe I was there.
I need to get one of those.
Don't we all?
Well, did that not count?
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you not? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
Some of those might have gone a bit far.
I told you, Philippe.
Not everyone fights an archdemon and lives to tell. It's an inspiration.
If you'd like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that battle. He's in the ballroom.
Ready? But I shouldn't leave my post.
You'd only be gone a moment.
Philippe, the world is coming to an end. If we don't hear his story now, we'll never have a chance.
You're right. Thank you, Inquisitor. Let's go.
Oh, I just got a whole bunch of court approval there. Even though I'm super late to the ball. Okay, let's hurry up and collect all the shit we gotta collect. Let's get it all, get it all, get it all. Alright, was that it? Was that it? Just that thing? Nope, that wasn't it.
I need to get back before I'm missed.
Philippe, move in on the western wing of the palace when I send you 3 shots of brandy. Not taking any chances, Gaspard. Oh, Gaspard, you dick. I shouldn't have bothered with that. I can't open it. No. Bummer. Whoa. Alright, well. Let's do this.
Inquisitor Trevelyan. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Why am I not at all surprised that you want to see me now?
This is Orlais, Inquisitor. Nothing happens by accident. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person.
Yeah, you.
Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
Okay, let's dance.
Very well. Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted. You are from the Free Marches, are you not? How much do you know about our little war?
What do you think I ought to know?
My brother and my dear cousin have been at each other's throats for too long.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
I think I can agree with that, yes.
Then you have lifted a terrible burden from my heart, Inquisitor. The world is filled with doubt and uncertainty. Fear rules more hearts than any empire. I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
There's no need for concern. I've come here to help Orlais.
Helping Orlais has a variety of meanings depending on whom you ask. Kindness to some is cruelty to others. You cannot be a savior to them all. To some you must be a monster. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
Well, am I losing? Is that court approval minus 10, or is that just, is that supposed to be giving me 10? I can't tell what that says.
I trust the Inquisition, Your Grace. Every man for himself in the Imperial Court, after all.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice.
I
that
definitely just
certain
lost
parties are engaged in
20
dangerous
court approval
machinations
earlier.
tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna get thrown out of the ball.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming. May Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
That was a minus 15. Court approval is now 10.
Maker's breath. You danced with the Grand Duchess and I didn't prepare you. Are you all right?
The Duchess had some interesting things to say.
Of that, I have no doubt. Were you dancing with Duchess Floriane?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
Morrigan helped me get into the servants' quarters where I found a group of Venatori and Gaspard's dagger.
The man would truly do anything to become Emperor.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat. Then perhaps we should let her die.
You have an idea, Leliana?
What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil his plan, the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine. She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana? Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
We came here to save Celine.
Then you must not only save her life, but also her empire. That means giving her a victory over both Gaspard and Briala.
If there truly is proof Gaspard's in league with Corypheus, that would be a start.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
Oof, oh boy. Okay, so. Okay, I honestly can't remember how this turns out. I remember part of it, but I can't remember all the details, and I don't want to say for anybody who's watching this and hasn't seen this game for the first time, or hasn't seen the game before and it's their first time. So yeah, the way I'm looking at it is Gaspard is being, you know, painted as the big villain now, including his dagger being in one of the, you know, found on a body, but that seems kind of obvious. So it seems like he's being set up. Yeah, so there's some bad stuff, and my court approval is down to 10. That's not good. So yeah, we got some more digging to do, but this stream has gone on far too long. It is now, yeah, it's over 2 hours. So I'm going to end the stream now, and I'm going to start up another stream right afterwards. But I'm going to take a break for a little bit, bathroom break and all that. So lots of intrigue, a little bit of fighting. This is one of the longer chapters and one of the crazier things that happens in this game. So I hope you've enjoyed it so far, especially if you've been able to stick through the entire time. And until the next video, which will be happening soon, peace.